Hello, and welcome to Tales of Dream, a bi-weekly 6-episode campaign where we will explore the plane of dreams and the relationships and personal journeys of our heroes. Speaking of, let's meet our heroes and their fantastic players. I, by the way, am your DMM. Let's go top to bottom, left to right. If you want to go first, Vi.
I am B. I am playing Vi. Vi uses she, they pronouns. She is a barbarian, and she is the oldest sibling in this little sibling group.
Nice. Briar.
Hi, I'm Danielle. I use she, they, and I'm playing Briar, the little sister of our duo. She is a impulsive little healer, so she does a little bit of bandaging up and a lot more getting into trouble.
Will.
Hi, I'm Amy. I use she, her pronouns, and I play Wilhelmina, or Will. She is an archaeologist, a little bit of magic, a little bit of fighting, and she gets very focused on her research and can be a little bit socially awkward.
Lovely. Lucky.
Hi there, I'm Becca. I use she, they pronouns. I wrote a little rhyme. Large lizard surfing, flame puzzle burning, and lost ship searching. It's Captain Varus Luckyfoot, swashbuckler rogue.
I love it. Oh my god, I've been watching NADPOD a lot lately, and that is perfect. And finally, we got Ellie.
Hi, I'm Charlotte. I use she, her pronouns, and I'm playing Ellie, who also uses she, her pronouns. She is a Eladrin, finally getting away, traveling on her own, away from her family, and is really psyched to do this whole tomb adventure thing. I think this might be her first time in a tomb.
Wonderful. Unfortunately, we will be missing our sorcerer Issa, played by Jen. They are not feeling well tonight, and they will be dearly missed. But let's do a little recap. Last time on Tales of Dream, we began our adventure by joining our heroes in their dreams. They found themselves dreaming of important memories. Vi and Briar, the sisters, dreamed of the heartbreaking day Vi left home when Briar was still a kid. Will and Issa, the exes, dreamed of a time spent traveling together and yet somehow a bit apart. Ellie and Captain Lucky, the travelers, dreamed of the mutiny that left them shipless. After these remembrances, our heroes were brought together, reunited in the dream plane. After some awkward reintroductions, a figure appeared, a demi-goddess of dreams, a 30-foot-tall woman made of color with 4 arms, dragonfly wings, and hooves. She gave them a quest to find and return 3 sacred jewels she had lost. The party agreed in exchange for fulfilling a dream for each of them. As soon as they agreed, they were swiftly transported to a new dream realm, a seemingly endless desert where a glittering night sky produced the same blistering heat as the midday sun. A bird person resembling a turkey vulture fell from the sky. She introduced herself as Kathy, a phantasmal archaeologist, an archaeologist of dreams. She read a passage that spoke of a tomb and the sacred jewel inside. Experimenting with the dream realm, Briar attempted to summon a lizard, and with a nat 20 summoned a gigantic lizard that the party rode across the desert, named Spike. After a brief encounter with a sandstorm, they found the entrance to a tomb where 4 colorful statues with golden pots guarded a closed entrance. They quickly solved the puzzle and realized each statue related to an element and that they needed to represent that element in each pot. After doing so, the doors to this tomb opened, and this is where we will rejoin our party. Just as we do, you all look over and you see that Issa is kind of swirling a bit into pink galaxy-like glitter, and she just kind of like poofs out of the air with some smoke. You hear like very faintly, sounds like probably like an older woman's voice, just gently saying, Isa, it's time to get up for the market. And she's gone. What would you all like to do? What is your reaction?
Well, we're down one.
Huh.
Okay, so just for the record, I know I have superpowers and things, but I didn't do that. I remember it's just lizards. That wasn't me. It might have been the big lady from earlier.
I think
I was
Issa
about
might
to
have
go
just
look
woken
at
up.
I was about to go look at one of the doors, but I like stop and I'm just looking around like, Issa? Where'd she go?
Poof, she's gone.
I don't know if that's good or bad. Issa?
I mean, oh, this is a dream, right? Surely she's fine. Like, surely that nothing bad happened.
We don't know anything about how
One
this place
can only
works.
hope, but let's ask Kathy. Kathy, don't you know something about this? Ain't you a scholar or something?
Oh, yeah, this is kind of my specialty. It's yes, so we are in the dream realm. It seems like and he kind of like or she flies up and looks at you, Briar. And it's like, yeah, I think you guys aren't really here. I'm not sure, but I don't think so. I think that you're still dreaming and you're just here temporarily, but I don't think your physical bodies are here. So your friend could be right. She could have woken up.
Is your physical body here?
Yes, most definitely. This is my place.
Oh,
So
okay.
how did you get here? If you don't mind me asking.
I flew here. I mean, I
Into
tried.
the dream realm? You flew into the dream realm.
Well, I mean, I live in the dream realm, and then I came here because I'd heard that there was like a dream. It's very hard to describe. Have you guys not been in the dream realm before?
Are you from the dream realm?
I think I was on the mortal plane at some point, but when I was probably very young. I'm ever since I was a kid, I've been living here.
Interesting.
Briar's gonna go up and kind of like poke at Kathy, just see if she feels different than everybody else.
Do you want to do an insight check?
Yeah, yeah, I'll do that. Okay, let me see. Insight.
Violet gets a 3.
Birds aren't real. Okay, birds are robots used by the bourgeoisie.
And Briar gets an 8.
I think Vi might be right. I don't know that that's a bird.
Watching you.
Okay.
Wait
Y'all
a
are
minute.
being really aggressive
Yeah.
towards Kathy. We just met
Kathy's
her.
helped us.
Listen,
I was
it's
just asking
true.
questions.
It's just a case of friendly paranoia. It doesn't have to be aggressive unless it becomes justified. Then it's aggressive. So
Right.
mind your
Exactly.
own.
I understand. If it's your first time here, and have you guys ever traveled to any planes? Is this like your first time out of the material plane?
For me,
No.
yeah.
Well,
I've done a little bit of research into interplanar travel, but I've never actually physically gone to another plane. I guess still technically I'm not physically on another plane. Is it just our subconsciouses, or?
I guess it could be
I
very
need to-
confusing. I don't know like the technical terms. But basically it's just the dream plane is like very close to your plane and they like kind of intersect a bit. And they intersect especially when mortals on the material plane are dreaming. And so people travel here in their dreams, and there's kind of these temporary spaces that just like pop up and then like disappear, like very ephemeral. And then there's more permanent structures in the plane of dreams. There's these like, I guess, bubbles, you could say, like bubble worlds. So I can fly because there's no gravity in the dream plane, but there is gravity in these bubble worlds. So as soon as I got to the tomb, I had kind of forgotten that the compass I was carrying was really heavy. Yeah.
So this is a bubble world.
Fascinating. Will is writing down like every single word she says verbatim.
Is this somebody else's dream?
It could be. I don't really, it's hard to tell sometimes. It's easy, like I kind of differentiate them by how real and tangible they are. This one seems pretty real. I mean, that sandstorm back there was kind of bad. And gravity seems to be kind of normal here. Feels pretty permanent, maybe? Semi-permanent?
So what would happen if this bubble popped? Would we just would we go back to ourselves? Would we disappear into the dream realm? Would we be stuck here? What do you know? Is there an answer?
I'm not sure. I mean, I haven't hung out with many people who are like kind of projecting themselves here in their dreams. I mostly just chill with either like figments of dreams or the people who live here. But I think for sure I know what would happen to me. So when a dream, when like a bubble world closes for whatever reason, usually it just like kind of disappears around you and it shrinks, and then you're just left in the dream space. That's kind of it. And then you have to figure out how to get somewhere else.
Is the dream space like all cloudy and weird?
Mhm.
Oh, so we were there.
Oh, is that when we met the woman?
The lady.
The big lady.
Yeah.
Oh.
You've met another
Well-
resident of Dream. Cool.
If this bad boy might pop at any moment, why don't we go get that shiny rock while we still can?
Right,
Yes.
of course. I was about to look at the doors. Nobody go inside. I need to see if there's traps. I've been in these kinds of tombs before. There might be traps.
Can I help you look
Very
for traps?
Yeah, let's all look for traps. That's probably a good idea.
I can take a gander at a trap.
I'll go to
If
the
you guys
door
want
on
to do
the left.
investigation or perception checks,
Okay.
Okay.
And I
I'm
get
not very
advantage
wise,
on
you see.
investigation with I'll put my goggles on and I'll start
Mhm.
like inspecting the doors.
wonderful.
Do a perception check.
Perception. Ooh, 22 on perception for Briar.
Nice.
I'm gonna use one of my psychic dice to add a d6 to that.
Nice.
Wonderful.
Efficient in that. How do I do that?
Lovely. Okay, so
I got a 16.
yes, perfect. Both Ellie and Lucky, you guys have some experience with like being in places and having to like suss things out pretty quickly, figure out the situation. You guys see that it's pretty simple. It's like there was a stone basically that was blocking it that has moved to the side, and they're just these like open rectangles going in. It gets dark pretty fast once you go inside. Will and Briar, you're both able to see that it does get dark pretty closely inside, but you're able to just make out that there is that those two tunnels do connect, and then they go off one tunnel deeper into the tomb.
Okay, but no traps that I can see.
You guys don't see any traps. You're able to for sure be able to like see the mechanism that opened the door, and it is like a kind of a mixture between a magic mechanism and with mostly mechanical parts.
Well,
Well,
looks like we got some friendly turtles. Nothing to see here.
yeah, relatively safe.
How is everybody with darkness?
Oh,
I'm
I
pretty
can't
okay
see 5
with it.
feet in front of me.
Yeah, well, I know you can't see, but I can't remember what the other
Either.
ones.
I'm fantastic with darkness.
I have dark vision. But perhaps we should get a torch or something for those who
You
are
said that real
less
fancy,
inclined
Will.
to
I
the
got
darkness.
dark vision.
I mean, that is the technical physical term for this ability that I have.
How would
and,
you
I
like
have
her to
actually
say
done
it?
research into it if you'd like to hear how it works.
I am fine, but thanks
Will's
for
got dark vision. I guess I just see real good at night.
Lovely.
So we should probably get some torches.
Yes.
You guys get some torches and you start to go in.
I think there's a limited time on this bubble situation. Should we like split up, cover more ground, or stick together in case of badness?
I will show
Well,
you guys what you see when you enter the tunnel, and get into that like main hallway. Here we go.
Perfect.
And we'll switch over to this. Oh, you might have to zoom out a bit, and you'll be on the
My
bottom.
bad.
You guys will. Your pieces are at the bottom, and this is all you can see for currently. But if you go down each hallway, I can reveal more.
Are these the two hallways that Will and Briar saw join up, or no?
No. So that was like a little bit behind you. This is like
Gotcha.
those two
Okay.
hallways join, then it goes forward.
Is this pit with spikes something I can see?
If you guys, so did you start? Who has torches?
I think I'd probably have a torch since I need one. It makes sense to offer to carry one.
Yes. Wonderful.
Hmm.
Okay. So you see, the floor is sand. The walls are made of these large sandstone bricks that are very plain. It is pretty dark in here, so as soon as you guys lost the light from the doors, there is these tunnels that you can see that lead to your right, left, and forward. The one before you can see it abruptly ends, and you see that spike pit. It's about 10 feet long, and on the other side of the pit, the tunnel continues.
Okay. Well, I mean, I could jump over that, no problem, but I don't know if anyone else could jump over that with me.
Maybe we should check the sides. Maybe there's just a way around it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's a
checking
good
the
idea.
signs sounds good.
Wonderful.
Yeah, so Ellie's gonna move up to like here.
Who wants to go the
I'm gonna
right with
follow
me?
with Ailey.
I'll go the other way probably.
Okay. If each of you guys want to do like
I'll go with
you
Briar.
can move your things if you want, or we can go based on like one person represents each group, whatever you prefer. We'll do one thing.
I forgot we could move our little token guys. Nice.
Yes.
I like how all of us are outside except Will, who's in a grave abyss.
Rip.
And Issa pops in for a second and then disappears quickly. Okay. Awesome. We'll have the three groups. Kathy will go with you with Ellie and Lucky just to balance it out a little bit. You do see that Kathy, just to remind people, all now that we're on roll 20, this is what Kathy looks like. She's very turkey vulture like. She's about 1.5 feet tall, so she's a little tiny, but big for a bird. Awesome. So let's let's see. Start with Ellie and Lucky. You guys are able to see farther with your torch, and I believe Ellie has dark vision, right?
Yep. I'm also gonna put my cloak hood up.
Okay, cool. You see further down this tunnel and further down this one. You can tell me if you want to keep moving, if you want to check anything.
What do you think, Ailey? You can see probably a little farther than me.
What we're looking for is probably in opposed to sideways, so maybe go up.
I think that makes sense. Let's do that.
So we'll head up here.
Okay, you can continue to move them upwards.
Yeah.
Okay. You see that it does seem to connect back to that tunnel with the pit.
Success.
Look at that. I love your beautiful mind, Ailey.
Don't have to try and jump a pit.
I mean, I could have jumped it, no problem. I jump
Yes.
bigger pits than that every day.
Yeah, but I don't want to fall into the spike pit.
I do not. I also don't want. I'm sorry. I know I jump ahead with the jumping thing. I just assume everybody can.
Fair enough. Should we keep going? And we'll probably run into the others at some point.
Yeah, that sounds fun. Let's just keep going.
This seems reasonable.
Sounds great.
I probably should have connected with one of them before we left, but I forgot.
I somehow have tilted my. There we go.
Wonderful.
All right. Em, I don't know when you want to jump back and forth.
Yes, I will. I was after this point.
Okay.
You guys can decide where you want to go, and then we'll jump to the other group.
Probably, I would guess. Lucky, you want to go up away from the spike pit?
Oh, yeah, I may be a little bit slow, Ellie, but I know that going back over the spike pit is just going back to the beginning.
Love it. Yes, now we will go over to our other party group. We'll back to Will, Briar, and Vi. This is what you guys see as you go forward.
Well, do we want to turn here, or shall we continue down this long corridor?
I want to at least look down that hallway.
Mm-hmm.
All right, then let's go left, or go
Let's
forward,
see.
I mean.
Okay.
Just see if there's anything of interest down there.
Wonderful.
Sounds good.
As you walk forward, we'll make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh,
Well,
didn't even
And
think to
anybody
check
else,
for
you
traps
guys-
this time.
If you guys were thinking that you were just like running along, following right behind,
yep, that's exactly what Briar would be doing. You said Dex saving throw?
yes.
My curiosity got the best of me.
Wonderful.
Mm.
See?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So
What's around this corner is spice.
Will and B, you're about to go up, and your foot hits the edge of something. There's like a fabric that's filled with sand on the ground that looks like the floor. You hit it just at the right moment to realize there's something there, and you kind of like stand back. Briar just charges right past you guys, straight into this fabric. It plummets to the ground. You fall about 5 feet into this pit. It does also have spikes, but luckily these ones are mostly broken by the skeletal figure that you see before you, right in the pit.
Hey, I think I might have found a new friend.
You take 1 falling damage.
Okay, yep, that's right.
Oh, Briar. Here.
There's a skeleton down here. I think he's friendly.
I apologize. That's my bad. I should know better than this. I should have been looking to see if there was anything that could have
You're
been
fine.
triggered before we walked down the hall. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
all right.
I'm sorry.
Briar, does he have anything on him? Does he have any weapons? Check his pockets.
Okay, I checked the skeleton's pockets. Just really feeling between the ribs and such.
Do an investigation check.
Okay. Investigation. Oh, that's a 20, a dirty 20.
Oh, nice. You do see that it is weirdly preserved because of the nature of this very dry, sandy tomb. It's designed for these bodies. So it is slightly desiccated. And so you can still see that they are wearing clothes that have deteriorated a bunch, and kind of when you touch them they start to crumble. You do find a couple copper pieces on them, and this very rusted cutlass.
Yep, so definitely taking the cutlass and the coins, and then Briar's gonna yell back up, do we want some dusty, crumbly clothes, or should I leave their dignity and keep them clothed?
Yeah, leave the clothes.
Okay, all right.
I don't see any use for old clothes that are just tattered at the touch, so.
Yep, that sounds good. Can I get a hand up?
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, and Violet's strong enough that they can just reach down and pull Briar up. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Briar looks
Well-
no worse for wear.
While they're
Grinning
doing
like a fool.
that and
Mhm.
getting Briar out of the pit, I'm just gonna cast message and kind of like start just pointing in the direction that they left and like try a few different angles, and I'm just gonna say, Captain Luckyfoot, Captain Luckyfoot, until I get a response. Just trying the whole vicinity.
Wonderful.
Does it work? Do I hear it?
Captain Luckyfoot.
I think so. Yeah.
The range is like 150 feet, I think.
Yeah. I think it's more fun if it does.
Okay. Captain Luckyfoot.
Hello. Who is
Oh.
this?
This is Wilhelmina Lux.
I'm sorry. I don't want to buy anything.
No.
I don't need insurance.
No, the half orc that you were literally just talking to, the
Oh,
one that we
Will.
just met.
Yes, Will.
Just a friendly reminder to just keep a little eye out for any traps or any hidden things. Maybe just do like a quick sweep of the hallway before you walk down anything. Just to make sure you don't fall into a pit or anything. Not that happened to us here. We're totally fine here.
Yeah, I fully believe you. That is really smart. Thank you. I haven't seen a single trap yet besides that pit, but I will keep an eye on it.
Okay. Great.
Is this
Good
like
definition.
a telepathic conversation, or
No,
is
I'm
Will
saying
speaking
it out loud.
Okay, Briar's gonna be like, tell them to check the pits for rich skeletons. We got lucky over here.
Oh, okay. If you do run into any pits, check them for rich skeletons.
Wow, Will, you are messed up. No.
No, that was from Briar.
That
No,
was
it
from
wasn't.
Briar.
No,
Okay.
if
Don't tell
somebody's
Briar I
asking-
said that.
No.
Don't
no.
tell her you said that?
No,
I
do
say
not
that
tell
out loud.
Briar.
Okay, I won't tell
What
Briar.
did I say?
Wonderful.
Briar is brandishing this rusty cutlass.
As Vi pulls Briar up out of the pit, we'll go back to Ellie and Lucky. Which way do you guys go, left or right? Oh, I'll show you. I guess I'll show you a bit of what you see. You see this direction. It looks like this. You can see that down this, there seems to be a hallway that goes this way.
So who are you talking to?
Oh, yeah, sorry. Will somehow was speaking with me in my head and let me know that we need to make sure to be looking for traps and stuff like that.
Right.
We have just been walking. I figured that this was just a hallway, but that makes a lot of sense.
That's a good point. I mean, we did see the pit on the way in.
Yeah, but I mean, we just saw that, so didn't have to check for it.
All right, you want to go left or right?
I want to go left. How do you feel? How does Kathy feel?
Oh, yeah, it does look interesting. It looks like there might be like a bigger open chamber over to the left.
Let's go left.
Okay, lucky left. Let's go.
Excellent.
Okay. As you guys see this chamber, you see that it does open up a little more. There does seem to be some type of kind of bare bones crate-like chest, and there is this trap door that goes down underground. Looks like it's an entrance or maybe just an inset or something like that. But yes, you do see this room. It doesn't look much different than the tunnel, besides the things it contains.
This feels like a check for traps place.
That makes a lot of sense. I will help you out with that, and I will give Ellie the help action by handing her my spyglass, which will not help check for traps, but I do give the help action anyways.
Wonderful.
Okay, so investigation, I guess?
Yes. Yes. The way I do my investigation and perception checks is you're always welcome to do one or the other, but you'll get different information depending on what you choose.
Okay. Investigation then for traps.
Okay, cool.
Oh, God.
Lovely. Yeah, You look at it, it looks pretty like empty. It doesn't seem to be much in the room. Actually, you do look around, and you look like over here, and you do see that yet there is a skeleton in the corner behind you, just like laying on the ground. But other than that, it seems like a pretty safe room.
Looks totally fine. I think we
Yeah.
should just go and like check out this chest in this door. Maybe that's where the gem is, and we're like done. That'd be great.
That makes sense. I think the only thing we should not do is go in that corner with that skeleton, because that corner's probably bad. Or we just don't want to run into a skeleton. I don't know.
Lovely.
It feels slightly disrespectful.
Slightly disrespectful. Would you like me to run and open the chest? I can definitely do that.
Yeah, sure. Go for it. I can help you with my also lockpicking skills. I will give you pointers, unhelpful pointers.
So Ellie is definitely a better lockpicker than Lucky. So this is sort of like teaching Lucky over his shoulder to open it, but it's a little frustrating.
Wonderful. So if I understand right, Lucky's gonna go in and try and get to this chest.
Yes, let me move.
Okay. So as you go across the room, you feel a tug on your calf, and you trip a wire. And you see above you that there are some of the sandstones above you are like loose. They're not huge ones, but there's just like little tiny insects that drop directly on top of you, and you take 3 points of damage. It doesn't like cause a cave in or anything. It's not that big, but it does like you do get kind of conked on the head by some like maybe like this big pieces of sandstone.
Oh, Lady Luck. Ow. Ellie, I thought you did not see anything. My
I
head.
didn't. What did you do?
There's a wire. It's shiny and silver, and it runs across the entire expanse of this room. And I can't believe I also did not see it at all.
It must have been invisible.
It must have been invisible. That makes sense.
And then you
became
hit it, and
visible.
now it's visible because magic.
Yeah. God, magic
Yeah,
is
magic.
weird.
We should have brought a magic person.
Amazing, but you do make it to the treasure chest. Would you like to attempt to? What do you do when you get to it?
So is there like a lock on it, or is it just closed?
You can see that yes, it does have not like a padlock, but just like a very simple lock on it.
Okay, so Lucky's gonna look at this chest. He's gonna like see if there's anything weird about it, because now he's paranoid because of that trip wire. So he's gonna make an investigation check.
Wonderful.
He got a nat 1.
Oh, wonderful! Yeah, it looks great. It
He's
is,
just
and not
gonna-
just that, it looks like a very easy lock.
Inviting.
Very inviting. He's just gonna he's gonna try and pick that lock.
Wonderful.
Ellie is going to go over and help and give you the help action.
Oh, thank you, Ellie.
Lovely.
So you got to do like with that one and not this one, the little
Okay.
hooky one.
Okay. What do I roll for this?
That is your thieves' tools. You should. I don't know how D&D Beyond works, but there should be. Is that anyone now?
It's
There's
like
a
your
thieves'
dex
tools
plus
check.
your proficiency.
Yes, that is also
Okay.
an easier way to do it.
I will just roll my dex and add my proficiency to it.
Yes.
Okay, that is a 21.
Okay. Ooh, wonderful. Okay, so you get in there. Coaching Ellie's coaching does help you quite a bit, and you were right, it's a simple lock. You open it, and you like wait a second, just because you've had the experience before. You've dealt with some mimics on the high seas of like what's gonna happen, and it doesn't actually seem, and for after like a second it seems fine, and inside of this chest you see this.
Ooh.
Ignore the image attribution, but that's important. It's actually has, so the writing is actually a little tag that's like on it and like around the small pit of it. It says that for an hour it'll turn on, and it will help you in more and less mechanical meta terms. It will help you find what is hidden.
Neat.
Ellie, look at this super cool spyglass I found. It's like a horn.
Like, you're like the spyglass person now.
Oh my god, you're right. I have my ship's spyglass. I have this magnifying glass. I just have to find more. I hope I find one in every bubble we go to.
That would be a good collectible.
It would.
And then we could start a store selling spyglasses.
Oh my god. That's a good way to find out whoever has my ship right now, because everyone always has to go buy a spyglass.
Mm-hmm.
Lovely.
Intel.
We will switch back at this moment to Briar, Vi, and Will. Where are you guys going? So that basically I'll mark it on the map. That like here is the pit that Briar fell into. So you can like jump across, or you can go back the way you came.
Well, shall we look for more skeletons or go back to the other hallway?
I'm actually gonna have Alistair. I'll just have him like climb and peer down the hallway, and if there's nothing of interest, then we'll just head on back.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
you send Alistair. He just kind of like goes along the wall. It takes a little bit. He's not the fastest gecko, but he knows that you want him to be a little bit quicker, so he kind of tries to pick up the pace. And
he does also have dark vision.
Yes. Okay, cool. And he reports back to you, and you can tell that the tunnel goes down very long, but there is also a connection to the left.
So can we just maybe go around the other way, like from the other pit?
Yeah, I don't want to take any more chances with these here pits. That was not a fun ride, and I would like to not go again.
So if we go...
B, you're muted.
Yeah, you're muted, B. No worries.
Okay, so if we go just a little bit back and then up and then to the right, maybe it's a safer route than hopping over this pit.
Yeah, let's do that then.
Mm-hmm.
That's smart.
Amazing.
To be clear, Briar has not learned her lesson, and she's still running.
Okay, love it. Wonderful.
Once we get to this corner, I'd probably do an investigation check of the hallway.
Okay, wonderful. Yes, do an investigation check.
I'll put on my goggles to help me see better.
Oops.
Wonderful.
Oh. No. Briar's running real
start to run down the hall. I just put an arm out like that.
Briar's running so
Wonderful.
fast that, like in a cartoon, the scenery is blurred.
Yes. Yeah, so you guys start walking. I love Briar and Vi. Just the dice tell stories. Love it. Okay. I'm gonna move you guys because you will see. So as you get here, Will, you, as much as Briar is like running in front of you, you are able to like go quickly behind, and you can tell that like there is no traps. You feel pretty confident about that. As you guys get here, you see that it. Oh wait. Oh, sorry. There you go. You see that it also opens on. Where's reveal areas? Okay, there we go. There we go. So you can see into this bigger room. Something that you notice as you are like just looking at the floor as you're going past, Will, is that the floor does look different. So unlike just like regular sand, this floor is actually like sandstone blocks. And what did you get? You got a 23 investigation as you're going. You can see that these are like thin sandstone panels on the ground. They're about 1 foot long, and they go as wide as this room, and they're set into the floor. If you like start to look at it, and you can see that like you can almost like lift them up, and and you can see that there are like these large stone rollers underneath these panels. It looks like maybe this room could move, or yeah, but that is what you see with the 23.
Okay.
Well, this looks like a friendly little room with nothing interesting happening to me.
Wait a minute.
Oh wait, and you have dark vision too, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you can actually see a little bit farther into the room as you like walk past it, and you can see even from as far away as you are with a wonderful 23, you can tell that the furniture in here, there's 2 chairs, there's a table and bookcases, and the bookshelves are pretty empty. There's like a few items on each one, but they are all bolted to the ground.
Okay. I think there might be something funky with this room, but I'm not totally sure what.
What kind of funky?
It might move, but I don't know what triggers it.
Ooh. Well,
So we got to be
But
quick.
there's that interesting door in the corner that we should check out.
okay. Well, let's have a look-see then.
What if we try to hop? Can we try to hop from like furniture piece to furniture piece?
Do we think the floor is dangerous?
Floor's lava type stuff?
Oh, I love that game. And
Me
Briar's
too.
going to try and jump on the table.
Let's do it.
Wonderful. Make an athletics check.
Okay,
And
great.
also, tell me what order you guys are entering this room.
Briar is not very athletic.
Oh, Briar.
I love it.
All right, Briar is attempting to jump on this table.
Yes, we
and
will come.
She's leading the charge.
Amazing. We will come back to that. What is so Violet is attempting also to jump to the table, I'm guessing. What is Will doing?
Seeing that they are going regardless, I would stick with them.
Yes.
I would be
Wonderful.
at least like in the room following them.
Okay. And are you going to try to jump, or are you just walking into the room?
Can you explain the situation with the floor to me again?
Yes, no worries. Basically, it looks like the floor are these panels that go across the room, and what they do is they do look like they're on, as you lift it up, that there is something underneath that could cause them to like roll and turn.
Okay,
you don't know if they'd like roll to the side or like roll front or back or just tilt, but they definitely are on something that's unsteady.
Okay. Instead of jumping, I might just try to like stay along the wall and kind of like brace myself along the wall as I try to walk inside.
Mm-hmm.
And see if I can just get some
Wonderful.
balance of like how I'm
Yes.
moving.
Awesome. So how this plays out is that first Violet jumps to the table and manages to jump onto it. Seems to be fine. You like jump on, nothing happens. Will is like delicately going along the wall and is able to tell that there are a few items. I'm continuing on that investigation check that are in the bookcase. You see like a little vial that has sand inside it. You see like a metal ball that has some interesting designs, and you see what looks like a little like beetle figurine. You also see as that happens, as you go through walking in, the room doesn't move at all when Violet gets onto the table. It doesn't seem to move at all when Will starts going along the thing. As like Briar's weight brings that there's 3 people on one side of this room, you start to see that the floor starts to go down like a seesaw in your side. And there is a pit beneath you. Go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Vi, you are able to, since you are on the table, you're able to kind of hold on. They don't move as much, but Will, you will also be needing to make a dexterity save.
Okay, that's a 21.
Yep. Dexterity. Oh wait, that was not supposed to be at advantage. It didn't.
That's okay. We'll do it for
Either
yes.
way.
You take this pit doesn't have any spikes at the bottom of it, but it is like a 5 to 10 foot drop. So you do take 2 falling damage.
Yep.
Briar, you're able to jump and hold on to the table that Vi's holding on to. It doesn't like even with Will on the ground, it doesn't equalize. So it's just like sitting there, and you guys are kind of like holding on to this table.
Can I still see them from where I am?
Yes.
How far down is Will?
About how far down you were in the spike trap. So not too far that you couldn't like if you wanted to go over. It might be able to.
Okay, and it's just a pit. Like it doesn't lead. Does it lead anywhere? Because I know I saw that trap door in the corner. Like, do I see where that lets out, or is it just a pit?
It's just a pit. There doesn't seem to be connected to anything else once you get down there.
Okay.
Okay.
Insight check from Vi.
Yes. So Vi sees this. The whole room is pivoting that way? Like this way?
Yes, essentially, yes. Like towards us. Like
okay.
As if
Vi wants to jump as far as they can to the other room, to the other side.
Okay. Yes. Wonderful. Yeah, go ahead and make another athletics check.
I'm going to use a luck point.
Okay.
All right, 14.
Okay. Let's see.
So 2 luck points left.
I'm going to draw the line. That's fine. Basically, yes. So you're able to jump over here. And it does start to like rise up again. It looks like it had kind of like slammed down. And it's kind of like slowly rising up. So you can make an athletics check, Will, to like climb up
Jump
as
for it and climb.
As it's
Yeah,
coming
can Briar
back up.
like help? So
Oh yeah, if you
can
would
roll
like
with
to, since
advantage.
you're holding on to that table, you're welcome to give Will advantage.
Okay.
Sweet, reaching out a hand. Come on.
Okay.
Oh, nice, very nice. Yes, you're easily
Cool.
able to. And with Vi on one side of the room and Briar and Will on the other, you are able to like. It doesn't seem to be too topsy-turvy. You can kind of feel it when you guys walk, but it's not too bad. It doesn't seem like it's going to like jump one way or the other.
Okay.
Well,
So
this room sure is funky.
Can I look at the bookcases that are nearest to me?
Mm-hmm. Yes. So you see on that side a little bottle of perfume, a little
Fancy.
jug, and on top of the bookcase is sitting like this long broom.
All right. A broom, a jug, and some perfume. All right. I walk over to the left. Pocket the perfume. I'll look at that in a minute. The jug. What is is there anything in it?
You look, it does seem to have like some liquid in it. It's hard to like see. It's shaped like, one of those jugs with a very small close.
Okay.
But it does have a cork in it too. But when you hold it up and move it, you can hear something inside.
Ooh, all right. Maybe some hooch, something going on. Okay, cool. Put that in my backpack.
Wonderful.
And just a broom?
Yeah. If you guys would like to do any investigation checks or anything on this stuff, or Arcana, history, whatever you would like to do to try and figure out if these things have any interesting qualities to them.
Cool. Yeah, sure. Please help.
I could roll Arcana on the jug, maybe see if it's something fancy, or just
your
on
fancy
the
magic.
Wonderful.
Tell me what this is all about.
Arcana.
Yes,
I do want to try and carefully. Hey, Briar, can you stay on that side of the room for a second, and then I'm just gonna carefully tread over and grab the things that I saw on that other bookshelf.
Wonderful.
Ooh.
Yes, you can go ahead and make a Arcana check if that's what you were hoping for.
On those things?
Yes.
Oh wait. The first one I forgot to take off advantage.
Oh, that's great. So, Vi, you look at these. It's like they're pretty. They're nice. You know, they look a little better. The broom especially has like some like gold inset that twirls around the thing. So it is definitely nicer than like your average broom. The alchemy jug also has like these like very faint, nice designs on it. You see Briar kind of like walks up and starts looking at stuff. You've been like around your parents' store and they sell some like good, you know, interesting magic items and the like. And you have seen a couple things like this. The broom you saw come in one day with a cool adventurer that like stumbled through. They were a sorcerer that had these like badass robes that you remember, and they were carrying a broom. And when they like saw you and your siblings, they showed off that they could fly on this broom. And you do recognize it. The jug you also recognize because it's something that's for sure been around the apothecary. It is you think you've heard your parents call it an alchemy jug. It basically like can produce different types of liquids. And the last, the perfume bottle, it's difficult to tell what it is exactly, but you for sure can see that there's like little runic spells on the glass bottle. So it does seem to be something, but it's not something you've seen before.
Okay.
Wow, this is neat.
Yep, Briar's going to explain all that to Vi.
Wonderful. And there is an item section on roll 20. I will show you guys really quickly. You can exit out of these, Charlotte, pretty quickly. But just so that everybody can see them. What else was it? Oh, the alchemy jug. Oh, yes. And the perfume. Let's see. You think that if you looked at it a little bit, maybe like on a short rest, you'd be able to figure out exactly what it was. But for now, you can see that it has a little label on it that says Invise.
Interesting.
Wonderful. Then we'll hop over to Will with a 15 Arcana. So you look at yours. You have like history with like knowledge, and you've seen some really cool stuff in different libraries. There's like these cool displays of different magic items. You don't recognize anything specifically, but you for sure recognize that all three things do have runes on them when you look closely. I will show you those. The ball itself actually has like it too has like a little tag that gives you more information that you're able to like kind of translate into D&D terms. But essentially it says like throw this to create a party. It will play music, it will have strobing lights, and it will definitely have an effect on the people around it. Amazing. The other two things, you recognize the little beetle figurine because you've seen different figurines in like different libraries of these. It's quite common among magical items to have these like animal-like figurines that when you throw them, they turn into the creature. When you say the right word, it will turn into a creature. And And then let's see. Oh, yes. And the last thing, this is what it looks like. It is this very pretty, like, scene made of sand inside of a bottle. And it has a little tag that says, have your very own sandstorm servant. Lovely. We will go back to, as you guys are like looking at all this stuff, like exploring your vials and the like. All this stuff, by the way, none of it needs attunement. They're all just little items, and they'll say on them if like you can use them once a day or multiple times a day. Yes. Now we go back to Ellie and Lucky. You have just opened up your chest and found this magnifying glass. What do you guys do?
I do have a quick clarifying question.
Mm-hmm.
So, this magnifying glass says that you turn it on, it lasts for an hour, and detect magic will be active for the duration. Is it the duration of that hour, or is it the duration of the detect magic spell?
For an hour. It will be active for an hour.
Okay. And if I turn this on, would I be able to pass it over to Ellie, and Ellie would then have the effects of it?
Yes.
Wonderful.
So you can
Okay.
basically see the detect magic spell through the magnifying glass.
That is very cool. Okay. So, Ellie, I think we should just use this now. I don't see a better place that we'd use it today than catacomb tomb.
Yeah, no, I think so too. And then we can find magic-y things.
Okay, well, I open the last thing, you open the next thing, and he's gonna twist the handle on the thing and just put the magnifying glass in Ellie's hands. So it's like, maybe we should look at that trapdoor?
Yeah. So Ellie is gonna. Well, we'll go get it from them. I actually want to look at the skeleton and then go look at the trapdoor. Like, just hold it up and be like, "You magic skeleton? Are you gonna come to life?"
Lovely. Okay, yeah, you just like wave in front of it. The skeleton does not seem to respond, but you do see. And if you would like to make investigation or perception checks, you are welcome to.
I would like to without touching it.
Okay, yes.
I'll make a perception check.
Yes.
All right. So it gives a +2?
Yeah.
Yes, to investigation.
Okay, I'll do that. No.
And so, Lucky, what are you looking at in the room?
I was also looking at the skeleton. I was making a perception check. I was a little interested by what Will said about Briar saying to look at the skeletons.
Yes. Okay, cool. Wonderful. Both of you guys got 5s. I think that
I got a
7. Yeah, a 7 for Ellie. You both look at this skeleton. It's kind of gross. Truthfully, that's what you get from it. You don't want to like go too close because it's like it's this weird thing of like it's not decaying, but it's also like not like, you know, just bones. It's this weird desiccated skeleton. It's unpleasant.
Why did Will tell you to look at the skeletons?
Will told me that. Briar told me to look at the skeletons, but that thing smells worse than the inside of my ship.
Yeah, let's just see. Maybe the air is better in the trapdoor area. Let's go check that out.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna go and check. Ellie's gonna go over the trapdoor, look and check it for traps before we touch it.
Yeah,
Iris is gonna
investigation check.
Yeah. Okay.
Can I make a perception check?
Yes. Yeah, go ahead.
Another 4.
Oh my god, guys!
We are the best rogues.
We are the best rogues. I have a +0 to investigation and a +1 to perception. I'm
Wonderful.
doing good.
Wonderful. You guys come up to the trapdoor. Ellie, you start like looking around, trying to see if there's any traps or something. As you do, you like step forward and you feel like a little click. And a pressure plate goes down. The trapdoors pop open, and like a bout of fire comes up out of these doors. You take 3 fire damage. Or actually, wait, sorry. You get to make a dexterity save. Let's see if Ellie's reaction works to just run away.
Get it, Ellie.
All right. Not terrible. 15.
Oh, that just makes it. So you are able to just get out in time. It wicks you like a little bit of the flames. You take 1 fire damage, but you are able to like step back as this like bit of flame comes up and then disappears.
Huh. So
Well, I
not
guess-
going down. Is it open now, or did it close back up?
It's open. So you can see as you look inside that there is like a device of some kind that seems to have like shot this out at you. It has some runes on it, so it seems like as the trapdoor opened, it expelled the flame, but it doesn't seem to have anything left in it. And then behind it, you do see like a couple little items. You see like a lantern and a pair of goggles. Might have been left by someone who got incinerated. You're not sure.
I'm gonna snag the lantern and the goggles.
Mm-hmm.
It's very sandy. These goggles seem like they would be useful.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, that is so true. I agree
So-
with it.
We'll
Wonderful.
snag those and stick them in our bag.
Yes, lovely. Perfect. Unless there's anything else you'd like to do just then, we will go back to Vi, Briar, and Will in the other room. You guys have... Oh, yes.
I was gonna say, no, I think we're good.
Okay. Wonderful. Just a little bit of fire, not too bad.
At this
yeah.
point,
Mhm.
if no one tries to stop her, Vi will grab the broom and try to figure out what the command word is, and it's just like trying to like whisper all sorts of different silly little words to the broom.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Make a investigation or perception check as you do that.
Oh no,
We're all rooting for you.
Yeah.
it's not gonna happen. Not for poor Vi. They're just not. They're not wise. Is the thing. All right, here we go. Come on.
10.
Hey, that's a 10.
That is enough to see that there is there is like a word on it. Like right at the base where the bristles meet the rod, you see that in the gold there's like a little filigree that just says fly.
Oh. Well. Violet, thinking quickly, puts it underneath them before they say it. And then they say, fly?
You start to like rise a little bit.
As soon as she does that, I'm gonna run to that side of the room to take their place and try to keep it balanced.
Mm-hmm. Wonderful.
smart.
As we lift
That's
off
smart.
the ground.
Yes. No, I won't make you roll for it. That is genius. Good job. Good thinking.
Very smart. Vi just begins to Mary Poppins around the room.
Mhm.
Wow, look at you go.
I'm a regular witch now.
Wonderful.
Yes, indeed.
I'm gonna take a look at this trapdoor while I'm on this side of the room.
Wonderful.
Put on my goggles and do a little investigation.
Vi looks down. If there's any locks, I can help with that.
Yes.
We will find out.
Yes, go ahead and do it with the advantage because of Vi's help. Ooh, nice. Very good. You start to look around it. You find that it seems to the first thing you notice is that it's not locked. Also, Ellie and Lucky would have noticed before the fire happened that theirs too was unlocked. But you do feel like pretty confident that there is no traps. You kind of like scrape away the sand around it. It seems to just be like a door inset into the ground, and if you scrape away some of the sand, you get to a sandstone flooring that seems to meet it.
Well, what's in there?
I will open. Is the trap door on like the teeter-totter room, or is it like
It's just off of it.
Oh,
So
okay.
let me. Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, Briar's gonna dash across the room and join y'all over here.
So that's kind of where it ends. Or
Okay, so we open the door.
Okay, yeah. So
and hop in.
we'll open the door.
Yeah.
We're looking.
Yeah,
Yes.
we're looking.
Here we go.
You open the door. You open it wide, and look down, and there are sandstone stairs going down. You smell that the air has like a little bit of like incense on it, and you can see that there's a flickering light down there. You can actually hear that there seems to be some sound coming from the area.
Okay. I'm going to cast message. I will point in the same direction that I did before. Captain Luckyfoot.
I told you I don't need to buy any insurance.
No, I'm not selling anything. We found a staircase.
Oh, you found a Ellie, they found a staircase.
Oh, that's useful. Is it on fire?
Is it on fire? No.
What? No? Did you guys run into fire?
No.
Yeah, there was a trap door and we found a staircase. If you go past the spiky pit that we first avoided, down the hall, turn down the first corridor, and then you'll find a room, but be careful when you walk into the room because it's a little wonky in there.
Okay. Do you want us to join you, or do you want us to continue looking at some other stuff?
That's an excellent question. Do we want them to join us, or should they keep looking around? I don't know.
I mean, if they have their own door, then they should keep looking.
What was that about fire?
Do you guys
I did hear fire.
Door to go through?
I mean, we do not have another door to go through, but we have plenty of hallways to go down.
Yeah.
Okay, they have hallways, but no door.
Okay, well, tell them to look for a door. And also, if you're going to send them this way, you should be more specific instead of just saying the floor is wonky. You know, this when you told us it was a funky room and we just started jumping on tables and such.
See, because I didn't know what was going to trigger the wonky room.
Okay, but so now you do. So tell them it's a teeter-totter.
I didn't know if they were going to come over here yet or not.
Well, it is really weird to hear one half of whatever argument you're having right now.
Oh, my bad. I forgot I still had this open.
No, that's fine. You know what? I'll check with Ellie. You guys go ahead and go down. If we make it over there, we'll catch up with you.
Okay. Also, to be more specific, the floor is kind of like a lever or a pen. It's
like a teeter-totter.
Yeah, teeter-totter. Like it'll counterbalance if you don't tread carefully. So.
Oh, I'm used to having sea legs, so that should not be a problem for me.
That's great.
I'll keep an eye out for it.
You guys will have no problem. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of bookshelves in this room, and we'll leave the door open for if you guys. I'll check back in if we run into anything else.
Okay, that
or
sounds
I'll
good.
try to. I don't know how long you'll be close enough for me to do this, but
yeah, we will potentially see you soon.
Okay.
Wonderful.
I think we're gonna keep going.
All
and
right,
then
let's jump into the pit.
Okay.
I think we go down to the basement. That feels
Let's
right.
do it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've done this kind of thing before. You're supposed to go, deeper in to find what you're looking for usually.
Wonderful.
So
Love
Yes,
it.
it's
I think it
basement
makes
time.
sense.
Do you dig into crypts often?
I mean, I wouldn't say often, but on occasion.
That's really cool.
It's just kind of my line of work. I just do a little bit of research. I was actually traveling to one when we met on that ship.
Right. Oh,
Yeah, I was
so that's
traveling
what you
to
do.
one that was further south. So, yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, how about you go first since you're so experienced?
The leader.
Sure. Put on the goggles again. And I'll get ready to head inside.
The goggles look real professional.
Thank you.
Yes, it's a very good look.
Lovely. So as that group descends into the tomb, Ellie and Lucky, what are you both doing? Are you going back to join them? Are you guys going forward? What's y'all doing?
Do you want to go meet up with them, or do you want to see if we can find our own thing?
I'm not sure. I mean, Kathy, you said you were you look at this stuff all the time. Do you think going down is where we should be looking for stuff?
Yeah. think probably. I mean, tombs tend to have, like layers, and it tends to be going down. I think is probably a good move. It's really something. I guess the biggest difference between the dream plane and your plane is that like things are often simpler in a way here. Like it's a dream. It's like it's something that's been created all in one piece.
Okay, that was very poetic.
Mhm.
Ailey, I'm fine going back. I'm fine continuing to find some other stuff. I mean, we found this cool spyglass over here. We might find something that could help them while they're down there scouting it out.
That's true. So when we were going into the temple, did it look like it also went up, or did it look like very flat?
It looked very flat. Seemed to be that it was like that you are on the top floor. There's only like this slightly raised bit.
Maybe we should go back and go down and then go up the hallway we didn't go, and then maybe we'll meet up with them.
I think that sounds like a great idea.
All right, so we're going to go back the way we came to like here, and then go this way.
Okay, yeah. I don't know why I can't see Ellie anymore, but oh yes I can. Okay, so you're going back.
Oh yeah, way. Sorry, people.
Oh no, it's great. I just missed you. Are Lucky? Are you going to go down that hallway? Or are you going to follow Ellie?
I'm following Ellie. I was just confused. I got lost.
No, it's all right. So with the help of Will's message spell, giving you some information, you're able to, and as you walk into that wonky room, Vi and Briar are able to like stand on one side and equal out the room, so you're able to get over it, and you all end up at this at the entrance to the tunnel.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Oh, now you're in the blackness.
Creepy basement.
They get there as Will is already stepping inside.
Yeah.
Wonderful. So you guys are stepping down. You do smell the smell of incense. You smell that you start to like hear different sounds. You hear the sound of like a light clanging, and then if you like really listen, you hear like a whispered chanting.
Can I understand the chanting?
Yeah. If anyone wants to do a perception check, you're welcome to.
Yes, please.
Oops, I keep forgetting to turn off that talk.
I got a 17.
Amazing.
So 14.
Awesome.
This music, though, very suspicious. Don't like.
Chanting's usually bad.
I thought tombs were supposed to be quiet.
Maybe they are just doing like a funeral thing.
We haven't seen any other people other than Kathy.
Yeah.
Well, they're probably all in the basement. That seems to be where things are happening here.
It's popping. Hey, where's that party ball? We'll need that.
This seems to be, as you like look down, you can see that there are torches that are lit, and you can make out like parts of the room, especially Vi, you're able to like look down and like get a little bit more perspective than the others. You see that this is one big main room of this tomb. There are 4 lit torches in here that illuminate these like really pretty murals that are on the walls, and there is a large like inset sculpture on one of the walls closest to you. You see that there is like a sunken chamber, and inside is a sarcophagus. You see that that inset sculpture, like now that you look at it a little bit more, looks like this giant hourglass. And you also see that there are 3 figures standing at the sarcophagus on top of it, and a bunch of figures around it. Here, I'll move you guys because you are not in the middle. Luckily
Oh,
for
Lord.
you.
Oh no.
But you do see, you guys are coming in over here. You see that there are 4 figures chanting in the corners. You see a like strange, very tall figure, like 8 to 10 feet tall. It's hard to tell because he's in this like recessed part of the ground. But you do see this figure. Let me see. He is wrapped. Oh, well, let me show you guys.
A mummy?
A mummy.
Yes. Come on. I don't know why it won't just let me. Oh, I can do it that way. Okay. There. Yes.
Oh no.
You see, yes, it is holding this like bright, glowing yellow jewel in its hand. It looks like it has risen up from the sarcophagus, and it is holding this. It is speaking to a figure by its side, a creature that looks skeletal with the bottom half of a snake. See this figure?
Oh my.
And
Thank you.
The rest of the figures in the room are these skeletons who are kneeling on the ground, chanting. It is very disconcerting to see creatures without any skin or flesh or seemingly vocal cords chanting quietly in this room.
Huh.
Violet sees the gem. Like, this is the gem that we're looking for, right? Like, that the mummy is holding? Okay. Violet is going to smile, look over at Briar, and go into a rage.
Nice. Very nice. I will have everybody roll for initiative.
Oh
So
no.
we're just doing
As
this.
you guys rush in.
Well, that's about right.
Wonderful. If you right click your token before you press initiative, it'll automatically do it. If not,
Oh,
don't worry.
whoops.
Where is
No
it?
worries.
Okay, there it is.
Let's do... Got an 8.
Is there any reason why Will is show up as Captain Veer's Lucky Foot in the turn order counter?
I don't know.
I don't know, but
Selected my
we
token.
know. We got it.
Picture is correct.
You could be an honorary
Imposter.
captain.
Wonderful. Let me just set up these little things.
My cat has come to join the fight. Here he
Wonderful.
We probably need the
Definitely need
help.
that support.
is.
Yeah.
Honestly, yes. A
Wonderful.
little
Okay.
team mascot.
Wonderful. Okay. Who don't we have? We have Briar. We have Lucky. We have Will. We need Vi. Let's see. What did you get, Vi?
20.
20?
Dirty 20, yes. Sorry.
And then are we missing Ellie?
9.
Okay. 9. Wonderful. I turn for these guys. You see that they are like speaking in some strange language, and they seem to be like very like animatedly in a conversation, so it does take them a second to notice you. You guys, neither of you get surprised on the other as you come into the room. Let me see what my monsters got.
What language are they speaking?
They are speaking. Let's see. What are the languages that you speak?
I speak Orc, Abyssal, and Sylvan.
They
And
are
Cockney.
speaking Abyssal.
Yes, that's why I asked.
Nice.
You hear them speaking about protecting the jewel. You think that it's hard to like hear in this room above the chanting, but you think you hear some words about an hourglass, about the time, as you were listening. Let's see. So the first up, let me put you guys in descending order. Great. First up is actually our the high mage, who got a nat 20 on their roll.
Dang.
I did not expect my spellcaster to go first. So they have this like flame of green energy that just seems to like come off their hand. They start waving it in the air in movements, and they are going to cast a spell at to Will and Lucky, since you two are the closest to her. If you guys would do wisdom saving throws.
Wisdom.
If
I
you
am not good at that.
I'm also not good at that.
I have a -1. There we go. Oh.
No.
Oof. Oof. Hard start to the round. Let's see. I forgot what the spell save DC is. Oh, okay. It is low enough. Will, you feel like this like horrible feeling overcome you that's like kind of like locking you in place, but you're able to shrug it off. Unfortunately, Lucky, you feel that you yourself like get hung up and you are paralyzed by the hold person spell.
Ah.
The Bone Naga goes over to stand directly next to their mummy, and yeah, their mummy. And I think that is all they will do for this round. Awesome. Next up, we have Captain Lucky.
Yeah, well, not much I can do being paralyzed.
Oh, Violet?
Are the zeros accurate?
No. So I will put in the initiatives when they come up, so you guys don't know when they'll go yet.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Don't you get to make another save though?
I believe it's at the end of your turn.
Yeah, so I'll just go ahead and make that save then.
There you go.
You got this.
Is there anything I can do while paralyzed?
Let's look up the spell. One second.
Ooh, I'm incapacitated.
Yes.
I just can't take actions or reactions. Okay.
Yes, you can't take actions or reactions. I read that as that you can take bonus actions, as long as they don't require you to like actually move anywhere.
Oh well, I do not have any bonus actions like that, so I will go ahead and just do my wisdom saving throw again.
Wonderful.
I did not do any better. In fact, I did a little bit worse.
I'm gonna use my chronal shift ability, and so you re-roll that and have to use the second roll.
That is fine
Wonderful.
by me.
Love that.
Nice.
Wonderful. Amazing. Yes, you are able to shake off that hold person as you feel it like come off of you, and you see this like expression of hatred in the bony expression of the Naga. Next up, we have Violet with Will on deck. That is gonna mess me up.
I don't know how that happened. I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. It's on my end, probably. Go ahead. Yes, go ahead, Violet.
Cool. Violet shouts over, "Good job, Captain. That's right." And then is going to, with their newfound speed, is going to be able to make it flying on the broom, cackling like a witch. Heads over to the guy in the center. I'm gonna need that gem, and is going to take a swing to try to just chop his hand off.
Wonderful.
Let's see here. Boop.
Yes.
Does a 14 hit?
Let me see. You're going after the mummy?
Yes, after the mummy.
Unfortunately, 14 does not hit.
Can I attack recklessly?
Sure.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
Remind me on your turn or on my turn that I'll have.
Yes, you will have advantage.
And 18 hits.
Nice. All right. I'm a silly goose. Sorry. Let me click that. All right, 13 slashing.
Ooh, damn. That is a good hit for sure.
Does that add my rage stuff automatically or no?
I think it should. Or no, it doesn't add your rage, so it's 2 more.
Cool. So 15.
Awesome. Yes. It does. You do take a pretty decent chunk of it.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Is that all you would like to do? Here, I'll move you even.
Yes. Thank you. Wonderful. Yes, that is. Yep, that's gonna be my turn.
Wonderful. Next up is. Oh, I took away the thing. Let's see. Next up is Will. Oh, I think you're muted. I'm trying to talk.
My bad. Sorry about that.
Wonderful.
So as a bonus action, I am going to cast Expeditious Retreat on myself, so I can take the dash action as a bonus action. So that should be able to get me right up next to Vi.
Wonderful. And is Expedition Retreat, is it an action or a bonus action?
It's a bonus action to cast it.
Awesome. Okay.
So when you cast it, and then as a bonus action on additional turns. So I'm gonna attack the spellcaster because I saw that she just paralyzed Lucky for a hot second, and I know that spellcasters can do some damage. So I will attack this one with my hammer.
Wonderful. Yes, go ahead. Oof, yes, a 23 most definitely hits.
And then with my fighting style, I do an additional +2 damage for one-handed weapons.
Okay, cool.
So
yeah.
9 total.
You hit, what is your weapon?
It's a warhammer, so I just have it in one hand. It has I can use 2 hands, but I choose to use one hand, and I just kind of swing at the side of the head.
Wonderful.
Kind of try to get him off balance.
You see that there's this crown of these smoky green crystals on its head, and you hit it on one, and some of them chunk off and fall to the ground as it snarls up at you. You can see, and then it rises to its full height. It's about 12 feet tall when it gets up on its snake body. Fully upright. Wonderful.
And then I just go, uh-oh.
Wonderful. Next up, we have the necromancer. Or not the necromancer, I should say the mummy. I did the wrong one. So the mummy does not taking that hit. You see that they are rather non-verbal, these two. As you started to attack them, they really just started to snarl with hatred towards you. You see that both of them have this kind of green flames going on in their eyes. The mummy looks directly at you, Vi, and makes eye contact. And you must do a wisdom saving throw.
Not good.
You are mesmerized and terrified by this dreadful gaze of this mummy. You are frightened of this creature until the end of its next turn. If, let's see, 11, God, okay, you just missed out on something worse, but you're fine. Awesome. So yes, so you are frightened of this creature until its next turn. Awesome. Next up, I think. No, it doesn't really care it doesn't really care to like run away from you guys. It seems ready for this fight. Next up, we have the skeletons. The royal guard of these, they are going to start to come towards the two of you since you are the closest, and all your friends will have to take climbing. I think this guy would actually climb because he was close enough. These two are going to flank. And then they're going to take some attacks, 2 on each of you. Let's see. That is not great. That is an 8 and a 15 to hit Will.
15 hits.
Okay. And that is a 9 and a 22 to hit Vi. Oh, and they get advantage, right?
Yes, they get advantage.
But that would still only be a 10. So a 10 and a 22.
Yeah, the 22 does hit.
Okay. That is 8 piercing damage to Will and 4 piercing damage to Vi.
Is that already halved?
No. That is
So
not
2?
halved. Yes. Cool. Only 1 hit. You see that these skeletons have these like little daggers. They seem to be like more ceremonial than like actual battle daggers. But they are like swiping it at you. It's this very like disconcerting thing of you. There's no muscles. There's just these like tattered robes on this skeletal bodies. Awesome. Next up, we have Ellie with Briar on deck.
All right. So Ellie is going to see them getting swarmed and is going to run up here to be at the edge, sort of between the torch and the column.
Mm-hmm.
And between the mummy and the mage, who looks worse?
Let me check. Let's see.
Or can I even tell? Like they're both undead. I don't even know.
Make a perception check.
Okay.
Or you can make an insight.
I'll do insight. They're the same. So. I think it's 16.
16. You can tell that they are all undead, so there is that like quality of like it's hard to tell based on normal human or normal mortal senses, but you can tell that they seem to be like about at the same level of health.
Okay. In that case, I'm gonna see the one that did like a weird thing to Vi, and I'm gonna chuck a couple daggers at it.
Mm-hmm.
So using psychic blades.
Wonderful.
So the first one is a 22 to hit.
Most definitely hits.
And because Will's in range and Vi's in range, I get sneak attack.
I would guess so. Yes.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Okay, so I'll roll normal and then I'll roll sneak attack. Ooh, nice.
Wonderful. And which one's to this? Is the Naga or the mummy?
To the mummy.
Okay.
Because they did the brain thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did the sneak attack go through?
The sneak attack didn't. Did it show up on? If it showed up on D&D Beyond, you can just tell me what you got.
It did not. Okay. So it's another 4.
Ooh. Okay.
So that would be 14 damage in total to the mummy.
It's looking pretty hurt for sure.
Oh.
Anything else?
Yeah, I'm going to use my bonus action to just chuck another dagger at him.
Okay, sounds good.
I got a thing I can do. I have psychic daggers. They don't run out. Great.
Wonderful. Yes, go ahead.
Okay. Oh, that one probably didn't hit. It's a 12.
Yes, that does not hit.
Okay. And that is my turn.
Wonderful. Lovely. What do Ellie's psychic daggers look like?
They look like they kind of vary based on her mood, but like right now they look like sort of like a green kind of autumn leafy, like really pretty dagger, but like also look incredibly sharp. You do not want to touch these; they'll cut you without you feeling it. And they're
Wonderful.
pretty small, so there's just like a very quick chuck of a dagger.
Lovely. Awesome. Yes, you definitely look like you've hurt him quite a bit.
Does he have to roll concentration?
Well, the whole person was broken. Oh, on Vi, it is unfortunately not a spell. It is a feature. Next up, we have Briar.
Okay. First, as a bonus action, I'm gonna cast my shillelagh, which has the description in the chat. But
nice.
Her quarterstaff is gonna glow all cool and whatnot. So she's ready for a fight.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna come up to this guy here, give him a little smacky smack. See how he likes that. That's how we say hello where I'm from.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be a 14 to hit.
That does hit.
Nice. All right. And 5 bludgeoning damage.
Nice. He definitely looks staggered. He was at the top of this ladder that goes up. He looks pretty hurt. You kind of like hit him with your quarterstaff. Oh, and then do you do extra damage for Shillelagh?
Oh, yes, I sure do. Oh, yeah, I clicked the wrong macro. In that case, I'll just do this. Extra 4. That makes it 9.
Nice. Awesome. Let's see. I'll mark it down. He is looking, if he had blood, he'd look bloodied.
Heck yeah. Take that.
Wonderful. Okay. We are
Atta
back
girl.
up at the top. As we get back up to the top, so I'll mark it. It's not shown on the map, but right here on the wall is this gigantic hourglass. Kathy has just like kind of been cowering behind you guys, but their curiosity has gotten the better of them, and they fly over to this hourglass and see that like now that they've kind of like flown over and you guys, it calls your attention to it just a little bit. You see that there is sand falling down the hourglass, so it's like a functional hourglass set into the wall, and it has and you hear Kathy saying, it has this inscription, guys. I think maybe this is something important. I don't know. Should I read it?
Yeah, what does it say?
I love a story.
It says let me do a little translation. And you see them like quickly writing something, and then it's like, okay, if you survive until the last grain falls, you'll find yourself safe in dreamy halls. I don't know, guys, but definitely moving. And that's their turn. At the same time, as they're like flying over and looking at this, you guys hear like a boom sound. I want everybody to make dexterity saving throws.
Jeez.
Very nice. Oof. Damn, guys. Wonderful. So, you hear the like mummy roar, and as he does, you feel this like earthquake shake all around you. The lanterns get knocked over and things start to catch fire a little bit. There are visible huge cracks in the walls. And you see the room is transformed around you as this like earthquake rips through the center of it. You all manage to like keep your footing and stay on your feet, but you do notice that like a few of the skeletons like fall down to the ground and are like slowly trying to make their way back up. Next up we have the Bone Naga. She is going to, let's see. She is going to reach out to, let's see, which one of you has done the most damage out of the two of you? I think Vi. Or about the same. She's going to reach out to Vi, though, and touch you. Make a, let's see, what is it? Wisdom saving throw.
That's a 3.
I will use my other chronal shift, so re-roll that and try again.
Oh please. Oh please.
Chronergy wizards.
Oh please. Oh, that's
Oh,
a 4.
no.
Oh, I will use a luck point. I will
Okay.
use a luck point.
One
Come
more?
on. All right. I've got, this will leave me with one more.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That's a 12. That's the end of that. I can't lose another one.
Unfortunately, that doesn't save. You feel that those like green flames as they come out and touch you, you feel them like wrap around you, and you feel this like fog in your head, and you feel cursed. You mechanically, while cursed, you make a wisdom saving throw at the start of each of your turns, and if you fail, you waste an action that turn doing nothing. You are also frightened.
Yeah,
by
until the end
mummy.
of that guy's turn.
Yes. Wonderful. Next up, that is it for the Bone Naga. They are not turning away from a fight. Next up, we have Lucky.
Okay, well, Lucky has a bone to pick with this Bone Naga, especially because they are stealing his green fire shtick that he has going on. So he is going to bonus action dash, and he is going to
Wonderful.
run, and instead of climbing down, he's actually going to jump with the intentions of landing directly on this Bone Naga. And you can tell me if that's going to work or not, but that's what I'm trying to do.
Make an athletics or acrobatics check.
We're going to do acrobatics.
Because I love it.
Oh!
No.
No.
Oh, and nat
No.
1 with a +9. Oh. That is...
Lordy.
Yeah, let's see. You don't, unfortunately. So you run and jump is so cool. You're like in the middle of the air, but you like come up a little short, and you actually like ram into Will, and find yourself like prone. You can use the rest of your movement to like get up, but you probably won't be able to move any further.
Okay, Will, I am so sorry. He's pulling himself up on Will's shoulders, like trying to like stand back up, and so he is gonna attack this skeleton right here since he cannot reach the Naga this turn, unfortunately.
Lovely.
It is a 24 to hit.
Yes, that definitely hits.
Okay. And this counts as sneak attack because there's someone within 5 feet, so that's 17 total damage.
Ooh, very nice. Yes. Still not looking like, horribly hurt, but it definitely does some damage to them. That was to the Bone Naga, right?
I can't reach the Bone Naga.
That was to the Royal Guard, the skeleton?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, you take him out completely. He's just destroyed.
I hate skeletons.
Okay, wonderful. And is that it for your turn?
That's gonna be it.
Okay. Wonderful. Next up, we have Vi.
Violet's pissed.
Mm-hmm.
They have to make all attacks with disadvantage because they're frightened. They also have to do a wisdom saving throw
Oh,
to
yes.
see
So
if they
that's
can
the
do
first
anything
thing
at
they'll do.
all.
Yes.
Yeah. This is so fun. So let's start with the wisdom to see if that's even a thing. That's not even a thing. So, yep, Vi just sits down.
I'm sorry. Yeah, unfortunately. Yep. Next up, we've got Will.
Okay. I will cast Booming Blade. So that's just a cantrip that just makes my attack a little magical.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna hit the what is it? The snake thing? The wizard again?
Yeah. The high mage,
yeah.
the Naga.
Yeah, the Naga. So I'll go for that guy again.
Wonderful. That definitely hits.
Okay. And it's an additional 2 points as well, so 14 total.
Ooh, nice. Yeah, good hit. Again, doesn't look like horribly damaged, but he definitely is like looking like every time you do take some of like the crystal and bone like shatters to the ground.
And do they have to make a wisdom, or not a wisdom, concentration check on the spell?
Let me check. Oh, yes, they do. It is a concentration spell. Let us do that. Which means that they would have to. How much?
It's
definitely not. Oh my goodness. Yes. The spell is dropped on Vi. You start to like
You're an
feel,
angel.
you're still scared. You're definitely still scared of this mummy. But you no longer feel that like green flame energy around you cursing you.
Thank you.
Wonderful. Amazing. Okay.
And then I would probably, knowing that Lucky wants to get in and go toe to toe with this guy, I'd probably step over the body of the one that he just felled, to make a little room for him to step in on his next
Wonderful.
turn.
Yes, you can step over the dead body or the
so just
undead dead body.
Like right there.
Yes.
But on top of it.
Yes, I'll put him to the back.
Classic.
Wonderful. Awesome. So that's your turn. Next up, we have the mummy. Like he continues. He looks at you. Let's see. It's at the end. So at the end of the mummy's turn, you won't be frightened anymore, Vi. So you didn't actually have to run away because you couldn't do anything at all. Sorry. He is actually, I think, going to move into the space that Will just created. And seeing that you had like disrupted his high priestess's spell, he's going to reach out to you, Will, and he puts this like rotten fist on your shoulder. Make a let's see. First, I need to see if I hit.
This was not the plan.
Does a 16 hit?
That sure hits.
Okay. That is make a DC Constitution saving throw.
Constitution.
Yes. Oof, let's see.
Not great.
You just make it. You do take 10 bludgeoning damage.
Total?
And 14 necrotic damage.
No.
Does Will fall unconscious?
Yep.
Okay. You all see that Will falls unconscious onto the ground as this like this mummy's rotten fist goes through her, and you see that the rot spreads across her face as she falls to the ground. Wonderful. Up next, we have the skeletons. They are going to, let's see, the one next to Briar is definitely going to attack Briar. Let's see, a 14. Does that hit?
Nope.
Okay. Cool. Next up, we've got these two skellies next to Vi. They're going to attack with their little daggers, their ceremonial daggers. That is a 10 and a 16.
16 exactly hits.
Okay. And that is 8 piercing damage.
Okay, half to 4.
Yes. Next, we have this one last guy who is going to make a melee attack at will, and will take away 2 of your death saves.
Oh no!
Brutal.
You
Rude.
see that he looks, before he does so, he looks at the mummy, and the mummy gives a nod, and he shoves his dagger into Will's chest. Next up, we have Ellie.
Okay.
Will, toss all your new magic items.
Give us your stuff.
Leave me your things.
Will write a will.
Oh god. Okay, so Ellie's gonna run to the other side of this with like her movement. And how far is 30 feet?
Here.
What about here?
Yeah, you get there.
Okay, I'm going to Misty Step to there. And then I'm going to throw a dagger at the skeleton that just stabbed Will.
Wonderful. Go ahead.
Is it 14 to hit?
Let me see. Oh yeah, that definitely hits the skeleton for sure.
Okay, so and then it's in melee with other people, right?
Yes.
Okay, so it also gets.
Or wait, actually, unfortunately, since Will is unconscious, it is not within melee of anyone.
Okay, well then I just do 7 damage.
Okay. It looks very hurt. You take off like half of its bones just shatter with this psychic dagger going through it.
No stabbing my friends or people I just met.
Wonderful. Anything else on your turn?
No, that's everything.
Okay, wonderful. Next up, we have Briar.
Okay, yep. I'm gonna continue stabbing this little guy here, who just tried and failed to attack me. Gotta do better than that. 19.
Ooh, definitely hits for sure.
Sweet. And that's gonna be 12.
It crumbles before you, falling down the ladder into just a pile of bones at the bottom.
Perfect. So I'm gonna go ahead and hurry down to back up the homies.
Amazing. High fives.
Yeah, I think that's going to be it for me.
Wonderful. Okay. Next up, we are at the top of the round. As we get to the top of the round, Catharsis, or Kathy, not Catharsis, says to you, it seems like we're getting like maybe halfway to the sand. And you see that this hourglass keeps filling. You also all make dexterity saving throws again.
And I would automatically fail because I am unconscious, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes. Wonderful. Let's see. 13, 14, 17, 18. Okay. So, both Briar and Lucky, you guys are both like knocked prone onto the ground.
Actually, I have a reaction. I can roll a d4 if I fail a dexterity saving throw and see if that makes me not fail.
Yes. You just succeed. You needed a 15. So just Briar falls to the ground. Will would have fallen to the ground, but unfortunately is already there. So that is the top of the turn. Next up, we have the Bone Naga. They are going to, let's see. You guys keep destroying their concentration spells, so they might as well continue to do them. They are going to cast Hold Person once again. They will do it on, let's see, Lucky, who just joined the battle and is closest to their mummy friend. Make a wisdom saving throw. The dice are on your side. You are able to save, and you just kind of like shake off this Hold Person. This Naga like starts to like glare and move towards you, kind of like leaning over the mummy towards you. Okay, wonderful. Next up, we have Lucky.
Okay, so Lucky is not a fan of people hitting someone once they've already been down, so he's gonna sort of come and move right here and sort of stand over Will's body to try and stop them from attacking again while Will is laying there. And he doesn't exit melee range with anyone, but he is going to light up his sword with green fire and use green flame blade on the Naga.
Amazing. Okay, go ahead.
He has a 15.
A 15 just hits.
Okie dokie. And I do get yeah, because Vi is within 5 feet of the Naga, so I do get sneak attack.
Mm-hmm.
That is 13 damage.
Nice. It's looking a little hurt. It's for sure. You see that a lot of the crystals are gone from its skull. Wait, is that 23 total damage? Oof.
I guess it is. Yep, that is 23 total damage. Sorry, I read it wrong.
This
Wonderful.
thing, again, if it had blood, it would be extremely bloodied. It is like there are parts of it missing. It is missing its arm. There are parts of the snake body that are just completely smashed in. That green fire, your green fire, goes against this green fire and wins.
And the skeleton that's kneeling on the ground is also going to take 3 fire damage from green flame blade.
Amazing. He is definitely looking bad.
There can only be one person at this party with green fire, and I think I wear it a little bit better than you. And that's going to be the end of my turn.
Wonderful. Awesome. Next up, we have Will. So this will be a death saving throw.
Okay. That's just a d20.
Yes, just a d20. I believe it's 10 or higher, 9 or lower. And you have 2 death saves gone, so with one last failure.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Dead as hell.
Rip in pieces.
What does it look like as Will is falling after having been rocked by that fist and the dagger of the skeleton?
It was like after the initial damage, she was fine, and then the necrotic damage sunk in, and then it just kind of like slowly like made her start to like fall to her knees and like wither away, and like you can see like blackness like creeping up her limbs a little bit, and she just falls.
You all see Vi and Briar and Ellie and Lucky. You see your new friend, your new companion, crumpled to the ground. These like necrotic black lines start to take over her body. And as they do, they seem to like strangle around her. And at the same time, she starts to turn to this like cloudy mist, and she disappears from the room.
No.
That's not good.
Wow.
Will.
Did anyone see if the stuff dropped? Or did it disappear too?
No, it's all gone. It's just gone.
They're all gone. Was it the same as the other smoke?
If you want to make an insight check, go ahead.
I do. I want to know if they're both dead.
That's a nat 1.
She's dead. Like, she's gone, Vi.
Damn.
This was insight.
dead.
Oh shoot!
Yes.
That's not
Anybody that
insight.
would like to do an insight.
That's not insight.
You
There we go.
intimidate the body.
I intimidate the smoke. Answer me.
Wonderful. Yeah, everything is to Ellie and Vi and even Lucky. This like it's strange because you may have seen I'm not presumptuous of your travels before. You may have seen someone die in battle before this. You are used to kind of the like sad scene of a body laying limp on the floor. It's odd that this is just like a disappeared thing. But Briar, you were standing pretty close to Issa, and you're standing pretty close to Will here. You do notice that it seems to be similar to that experience.
I think they just woke up from this nightmare.
What if you got a dream you got in real life?
We don't
I
know.
think that's just superstition. I
believe superstitions are very real. By my left foot, they are.
Well,
Have
either
you
way,
ever
they
met
stabbed the
anyone
heck
who-
out of her before she went, so we gotta win.
Yeah.
Are
Vengeance?
y'all arguing that my good pal Will is gone forever? In that case, we better avenge her.
Yeah.
100%.
Wonderful. Yeah, with Will gone.
And search the sand for the iron.
Yes. With Will gone, you are lucky. You are now standing over an empty space. The mummy looks at you with its like fiery gaze, reaches out to punch. Oh, yes.
I did get skipped. I thought you were doing it for like plot.
Oh, no. Yes, I'm so sorry. I skipped you. Go ahead, Vi.
Cool. So Vi reaches back, puts kindness into one hand, pulls out a hand axe. Now that Lucky is across from me, I am flanking the mummy, correct?
Yes. Well, let me see.
So,
yes, definitely. You guys are flanking.
Nice. So I'm going to attack with kindness. Nice. So 19.
Awesome. Yes, definitely hits.
I'm so sorry.
No worries.
I did it again. Okay, so 6 slashing.
Okay.
And
that's
that
8,
doesn't-
right? Because that'll be +2 for
Correct.
your...
So sorry. So yes, so 8 slashing, and then I get to, and then I'll do a hand axe. Cool. For 5 plus 2, 7. So 8 plus 7. So 15 slashing total.
It is looking pretty bad. You see that these like tatters are coming off of it. You are seeing more and more of this exposed bone. It still has that like jewel in its other hand, so it's been punching with one fist and holding this jewel in the other. Okay, yes. Is that good for your turn?
Oh yeah, that's it.
Sorry. Okay. Sorry I skipped you. Next up, we've got the mummy who is still... Well, you just hit it pretty hard twice. So it's going to actually turn its gaze towards you again, Vi. And it is going to attempt to punch you. That is only a 13. I do not believe hits. So he misses. He like roars with anger at this. That
You can't get me.
He's gonna take your attacks of opportunity. Oh, and there's 3 of you. Oof. I think he'll probably stay where he is. Unlikely to get out unscathed.
Can a skeleton be smart?
I will roll a d20 and we'll see what he thinks. He's dumb apparently.
That's about right.
Okay.
Or he's arrogant.
So he is gonna, yes, he's very arrogant. He is going to try to leave. He's gonna go past his bone naga underneath this gigantic snake person. If the 3 of you would like to take attacks of opportunity, if you haven't taken your reactions, that is.
I have a question. Since me and Vi are flanking him, do we still get advantage on our attack rolls, even though it's a attack of opportunity?
Sure.
Nice.
Fine.
Perfect.
Sorry, I clicked the wrong
I
button.
got a
Ignore
nat
that
20!
Oh my goodness.
Magnificent.
I got a 24.
I think everyone hits except for Briar, unfortunately.
Yep.
9 slashing for me.
Okay. Still up.
Go Cap'n.
Let's go, Captain.
Let's go, Captain. I don't think I get sneak attack, right?
I don't think so. I think you get once per turn.
I just rolled my damage twice since I crit. That's okay.
So how would you like to do this?
So I see Vi going in on the back. I think that as Vi's axe is like coming down near the neck, I'm gonna sort of like stab up through the chin, so it just sort of like pops his head off.
Combo.
Hell yeah.
Wonderful. Yes, you pop the head off. The jewel, this sacred jewel falls to the ground. You see the Naga, like, this expression is hard to read, but it is fury and shock, and maybe confusion, in their face as they look at you. Yeah, it does not make that attack of opportunity. Definitely gets destroyed by the 2 of you. Wonderful. Next up are the skeletons, who are just going to like mindlessly attack after seeing their fearless leader just go down. The one next to Lucky gets a nat 20.
It's fair. What comes around goes around.
Yeah, it does 5 piercing damage with its little dagger.
Nice.
The one of the ones next to Vi gets a 20 and does 6 damage to you, Vi. This other
halved already?
No, not halved.
Okay.
And then the last one gets a 10 on Briar, which I believe does not hit.
Nope.
Wonderful. Okay, that's it for the skeletons. No more mummy, and we're back to Ellie.
Oh, guess what I'm gonna do? But this did make it easier. So I'm gonna move like back here, and I'm just gonna chuck a couple daggers into the back of the Naga.
Wonderful.
Or at least I'm going to try to. We'll see. That's the intent. Okay. First attack is a natural 20.
Oh yes, this one's
Hell
definitely
yeah.
hits.
And it's in melee with somebody,
Yes,
right?
it is definitely a sneak attack
Yep. Okay.
and a nat 20.
Amazing.
yeah.
The pirates are killing it right now.
I mean, that's
Literally.
what we do.
That's what we do.
So that should be 16 if we double the dice.
Wonderful.
For the non without sneak attack, and then sneak attack is. I wish they would put it together. Oh, it's only a 2, so it doubles to 4.
How would you like to do this?
Oh, Ellie's just pissed, and it's just like 2 daggers, like sort of aiming for the lungs on the back, just to like puncture the lungs, so it can just like slump right over.
It's like very strange as you like puncture these like in between the ribs that on a normal person would be right into their lungs. It's just this like green hot slime inside.
Ew.
You puncture this thing and the slime just like trails out of it and it falls completely limp to the ground. Yes, you've taken out this. Next up we have Briar at the end of the round.
Heck yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and attack this guy down here. One of our little skelly friends down at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's only an 11.
Let me see. Yeah, it just misses.
Oof. Okay, that's going to be it then.
Wonderful.
Here for moral support.
Yeah. Next up, we are back at the top of the round. The Kathy like looks around and it's like, things seem to be going good. Seems like the hourglass is like almost full, but you guys seem to have it taken care of. But you feel that rumbling again. Everybody make a dexterity saving throw. Oof. Wonderful.
Nat 20.
That one.
Oh, oof.
Oh, goodness.
Wonderful.
Really paying for the nat 20s here.
Truly.
Yes. Big swings. Yeah, so everybody except for Ellie makes it. Ellie, you just fall prone onto the ground. But you don't take any damage. Awesome. Next up, we would have had the Bone Naga, but we don't. We have Lucky.
So Lucky, still with the hatred for the Bone Naga, despite it being dead, is going to just sort of step right on top of the Bone
it?
Naga.
Okay, I'll put it to the back. There you go.
And he is going to attack this one right here with Green Flame Blade.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 27 to hit.
Wonderful. Definitely hits.
Okay, and let me toggle sneak attack back on. Because I am within 5 feet of somebody.
Yes.
And the skeleton to the top of me is also going to take 3 fire damage since I used Green Flame Blade.
Ooh, that takes it out.
Yes!
You see that those green flames, those like remnants, destroy it. And let's see. Oh, and the 16 also. Damn, you go back and forth, just like one hit, and then the flames going to the other, and both are gone.
I said green fire looks better on me.
Yes. Wonderful. We are left with one last guy. If he was sentient, he would probably be scared, but since he's not, he is just moving towards you. Next up, we have, let's see, who is that? That was Lucky. Next up, we have Vi.
It is my time. All right. I'm going to try to end this little skelly boy. Gonna hit with kindness first. The 19. 7 slashing. Hitting with my hand axe. Does a 13 hit?
Yes, on the skeleton for sure.
And
Just
then, okay, so sorry. So 9. Okay, so 18 slashing.
18 slashing damage. For sure. Oh yeah. Wait, you have 2 attacks?
With my one-armed kindness and a hand axe.
Okay. Let's see. So, 19, you just completely destroy it. What does that look like with your axe?
I jump up. I am finished. I am ready to talk to my friends and try to figure out. I also still fully think with my nat one, I fully think that Will is dead. So I am just heartbroken. I first I slice with kindness all the way through the skeleton. And
Mhm.
he's bisected, but he doesn't quite realize what's happened yet. And
Mhm.
then with the hand axe, I just take his head off at the end.
Amazing. Okay, awesome. Yes.
That's
So
for
you
Will.
Yeah. You guys are out of combat. You do see this stone on the ground in front of you.
All right, y'all, we gotta hustle.
Yep. Is there anything in the sarcophagus before we leave?
Yes, if you'd like to loot anything, whatever you guys
Yes,
would like to do,
please.
just tell me what
I
you're
want to run around.
investigation checks and tell me what you're investigating.
Ellie's gonna investigate the sarcophagus with the magic magnifying glass.
Okay, cool.
So that also gives detect magic, so if there's anything magic, it should glow.
Briar's going to be checking pockets as per usual.
Violet is searching around for like items. 17.
Dirty 20.
Awesome. Okay.
7.
Okay.
He was just generally looking
This
around. And he don't
music
seem
is
much.
making me very nervous.
Okay, I will. Well, you know, it's perfect for the ticking. You guys, as you are doing this, see these like little grains of sand falling. Let's see. So we will go from the bottom up. Lucky, you get a 3. You don't really like. What were you looking for?
I think he was just looking around while everyone's looking at specific stuff to see if anything stood out.
Yeah. You just look around, you see that like the murals are really pretty, but it's all like being destroyed. Every time that it rumbles, more and more of the sandstone is being destroyed, and you just see those like these bunches of sand coming in.
Man, I hate it when they ruin art.
Yeah. Briar, what were you looking at?
I was just checking pockets.
Oh, okay. With a 7, you start to go through the robes of the skeleton, and with each skeleton, you're kind of like, oh, damn it, there's nothing, like, they don't have anything on them. They do have their daggers. You can, like, see those if you wanted to take their, like, little ceremonial daggers. But other than that, you don't
Just
find
one
anything.
as a souvenir.
Yeah. And then what were Ellie and Vi looking at?
I was looking at the sarcophagus.
Awesome.
Vi was searching for like loot, like among the sand.
Among the sand. Okay, cool. So Vi, or I'll start with Ellie, as you were looking in the sarcophagus, you see that there is let me check where it is. You see that hidden in and amongst the stuff, there seems to be a large, like, amulet with a red ruby.
I grab it.
And as you are looking like on the ground, Vi, to see different stuff, you find a wand that has fallen off. You don't know where it was on the Naga, because they're not wearing clothes, but it was somewhere on the Naga.
I'm not gonna think about it too hard.
Mm-hmm.
Vi is becoming closer and closer to their dream of finally having magic powers to show off to their parents.
Also,
oh my god! Oh yeah, go on.
I was gonna say, someone should grab the gem, probably.
I'll grab the gem.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Yeah, the loot instead of the like quest item. Perfect.
Someone will grab that.
Last.
Yeah, that is so crazy that Vi now has a wand and a broom after today's adventure. You guys can also, we will have a chance during the after show and other times to decide if you guys want to space them out who wants what. But yes, awesome. Wonderful. You guys find these things. Lucky you pick up the stone in your hands. The last grain of sand falls. You see that, like, Kathy, sensing something, starts to like fly into the air. And as that happens, you see that like everything starts to turn into this like misty pink cloud galaxy all around you. And you see that like suddenly the walls become translucent. You can see like the desert and the night sky. And it's kind of like shrinking in as it's disappearing. And you find yourselves back in that like space that you experienced with the demigoddess, where there is just pink clouds and galaxies. And this time, as you're like sitting there, you can see that this like bubble starts to form around that last little bit of tomb, the sarcophagus, and it pops and is gone. And you find yourself back in this like very lovely, different thing. The tomb has gone. Oh, it's a great turn.
Well, that was lovely.
Eventful.
Y'all think Will's around here?
I don't know. Do you see Will or Issa?
What about Issa? Yeah.
Issa!
Will, Issa.
Issa/Will.
Wonderful. Yeah, you guys, if you want to make perception checks.
Yes, please.
Oh, that's a nat 1. Okay.
11.
Briar's also been convinced that they're dead.
Wonderful. Yes, let's see. Yeah, nobody breaking a 13. You guys look around. As far as the eye can see, you do just see this like this mystical pinkness. You actually can Lucky, the most perceptive of all of you, can see like faintly off in the distance that there might be like some bigger bubble that looks like it kind of has like lightning inside of it. Yes, but that is all you see. Is there anything else that you all do as you're kind of just like sitting here in this stillness? Like it was a very quick and sudden change to come directly from this battle of these mummies to this all disappearing in front of you as you re-enter this dream realm.
Anyone have any snacks?
Oh, I got you, Ailey. I have some jerky.
Oh, awesome.
Wonderful.
I don't have any snacks.
We should
But
try
I would
eating
like
the
to try to
clouds
bounce
again.
on these bubbles.
Okay.
Or that.
Sure. Let's
That's
see,
a 15.
15 athletics. Yes. Okay. A 15 athletics. You're able to like jump on. What did you imagine it would be like?
I imagine that it was basically like jumping on a trampoline.
Mm-hmm.
And
That
it
is
just like
exactly how it
launches
is.
up.
Yes, you are like you're in a platformer. You like jump, and it kind of like lifts you up, and you can go even higher. Wonderful. As you're doing this, as you're kind of like bouncing up and down, you see like slowly appearing in front of you out of swirls of this dream stuff, the 30-foot tall woman that you have seen before. Awesome. She looks at all of you. As she does Lucky, you guys look over at Lucky, and in that same swirl of pink and galaxies, Lucky disappears in front of your eyes, and you are left, just the three of you, in front of this demigoddess.
Oh my god, we lost another one.
Oh no!
Didn't Lucky
Did
have
you
the rock?
kill him?
Vi like runs over, zooms over, and grabs the crystal before it falls through the bubbles on their new little broom.
Wonderful. Yes, you jump over and you kind of like float towards it. It's not quite like how you'd expect a normal jump to be. There's some weird gravity going on, and you are able to catch the jewel. And the demigoddess kind of like looks at you and goes, "Oh, wonderful. Thank you for saving that. That's very important."
Here you go, ma'am.
Oh, thank you so much. And she like holds it to her chest and kind of just like keeps it there. Thank you so much. I knew that you could all do this. I knew it. As soon as I saw you all in your dreams, I knew that this would be a perfect quest for you all. Did it go well?
I mean, we're down 50% of the people.
Yeah, our friend died. You're a goddess and whatnot. Can you bring them back to life?
Well,
Are they dead forever?
Let me kind
Where
of
did they go?
let me check. And you see that she like kind of just like brings out, like, you see her wings rise up behind her, and she brings all four like hands to her head. She's they're not dreaming anymore. I don't think they're dead. But they aren't dreaming at the moment.
All right.
Okay.
I could have pulled you if I'd wanted to. I could have pulled you here, but I didn't want to. I wanted to respect your autonomy. So I just kind of took your dream selves. I think they're fine.
That's
I think-
nice.
Okay. Well, I believe you.
Can I roll insight on the goddess?
Yeah.
Sure.
My
Go
friend
ahead.
just disappeared.
We don't trust this goddess.
Wonderful.
Briar's also still considering fighting her.
21. She lying?
24.
You
Dang.
both look at her. She is. You first definitely think that she wasn't like making it up when she like did the hands on her head thing. She seemed to genuinely be doing something mystical. Like, neither of you are like super religious, but there seems to be some like divine power going on within her. So she definitely was checking on them. You sense that she may only be uncertain because she doesn't like care to know. Like, she thinks that your friends are fine. You definitely get that impression. And you definitely get the impression that she is very happy that you have brought the sacred jewel back.
But she like maybe doesn't care if we live or die.
It's more just that she doesn't really I think, let's see, what did you guys get again? 24.
I mean, deities
insight.
tend to not care too
Yeah.
much
Yeah.
about
24,
lower life forms.
You get a sense that it's like it's not even she doesn't care about you guys. She is genuinely very interested in you guys. She did choose you out of all other choices in the moment, but that she doesn't really care about the non-dream plane. Anything that happens
Okay.
on another plane, that's kind of its own thing. She thinks your friends are probably fine.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay.
Wonderful. Yes, she takes this jewel. I think it's morning for all of you. Time to wake up. And you all like kind of like blearily open your eyes and find yourselves back in the rooms that you had fallen asleep in the last night, all in separate places around the world. Not reunited, but perhaps another time in another dream you shall be again. Wonderful. That is the end of our session tonight. We will be doing an after show with these lovely three players after to do some talk about what we just did. We play every other Sunday. Our next let me make sure that I'm doing the math right. Our next game will be on the 17th, and it will be the start of a whole new adventure related, but not needing the knowledge of these two parts that we have already done. And it will be a vampire masquerade. Lovely. We will roll the outro, and right after, we will get into our after show.